Las Vegas, in this desert Shangri-La, where time stands still while everything swings. It's a place where fun is king. A sky full of neon, what a sight, the glamour, the glitz. You'll feel like Fred Astaire when Mr. Astaire was putting on the Ritz. You might get married in a chapel to a chap who'll be the one. So even if you lose at the tables, in the game of love you've won. So come, feel the magic, just one visit and you will agree. It's goodbye to Paris and Granada, and hello to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, hi. I'm Bryan Michael Stoller, and I'm your host for the next hour for ShoWest 2001 in Las Vegas, Nevada. They're giving out a lot of awards this year, including one to Sandra Bullock. And I've had a crush on her my entire life, and I am so excited to meet her, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to her. We're also going to check out the Las Vegas Strip and some of the nightly entertainment there, including the Blue Man Group and some other surprises. So stay tuned, stay on the road to Las Vegas, Nevada in ShoWest 2001. See you there.
Why is he always a fool? A man who can win. He'll get it all wrong, and he'll do it again, like American crime.
Yes, hi. Sandra Bullock, please. It's Bryan Michael Stoller. Stoller? Hello? Hello? I was so nervous with the possibility of meeting Sandra Bullock, I put my jacket on over my seatbelt.
Why is he always a fool? A man who can win.
Hey! Excuse me. Need some help? Hi.
I don't know what happened. It was working and then it stopped. And I gotta go.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Vegas.
You're going to Vegas?
Yeah.
I'm going to Vegas.
You are?
Yeah. What are you doing in Vegas?
I have a show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I can come see it.
You know, I would love it if you came to see it.
Yeah?
Do you think you could fix my car?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you a free poster.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come here.
Yeah,
I'll
all
show
right.
you. It's over here. I don't have any kind of tools or anything, but
Okay.
I mean, you know how to do those things, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm an expert.
Okay.
This is like I can do this in my sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's water.
Oh, great. Well, I'm going to ShoWest.
Oh, you going to that country western thing?
No, actually, it's how do I explain it? It's
ShoWest is the biggest movie industry convention in the world. The show brings together 3 or 4 different elements that are important to the movie theater experience. Studios come and bring their new product, trailers or shorts about their upcoming product, and show the product to theater owners who then later will play it in their theaters. They bring a lot of their stars with them to promote the films, so it builds a kind of excitement about coming product in our industry.
I'm going to be a movie star.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can help you.
I would love to go.
I'm a filmmaker. Maybe you've seen some of my stuff.
Well, can you work on my car?
Yeah, let me.
I'm gonna go get something in the back for you,
Okay.
a poster or something.
Oh, great. That'd be great. Thank
And
you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
ShoWest, huh?
Yeah, it's great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see. Okay. Where's the water? Hey! Hey, where are you going? Hey! Hey!
Hey, I'll see you at ShoWest, okay? Bye!
Hey! Hey! Come back! Hey! was determined to get to Vegas and meet Sandra Bullock.
Welcome to the Excalibur Hotel and Casino.
Yeah.
The only medieval castle in all of Las Vegas, boasting over 4,000 hotel rooms, a full casino floor, medieval village, and our very own jousting tournament of kings. I am King Arthur, the monarch of this kingdom, and this, yes, what?
I'm the court jester.
I was just going to say, this is our court jester, Quip. He's rather anxious to talk to everyone and is very anxious to talk all about Excalibur. Isn't that right, Quip?
Yeah, that's right. Hello, everyone.
We hope you enjoy your time here in Las Vegas, and we're very pleased to have you with us here at Excalibur.
Wow. You know, it's kind of neat reading Harry Potter here at Excalibur Hotel amongst the wizards and the dragons and the knights. And this would make such a great movie. It really would.
Dear Mr. Potter, you have been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Soon, you and your schoolmates will join us here, and your education in the magical arts shall begin.
The boy who lived.
Nice to see you again. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. You're getting taller and I'm getting shorter.
I'll be 13 in a month.
Tell us a little bit about, was it AI?
Yeah, I'm not really allowed to say anything right now. You know, I guess I'm sort of sworn to secrecy, but I think it's going to be really exciting when it comes out. It's pretty big, and I can't wait to see it myself. You know, they're still editing it and everything, but it'll be really cool.
Well, then can you talk about your reptiles, your lizards?
Well, my lizards, yeah, I have 2 leopard geckos, and they're from Pakistan, and I was just feeding them this morning before coming to Vegas, and they're doing well. I guess I'm just You know, I actually in art class in school, I'm doing a painting about them, sort of a mirage. So it's pretty cool.
I was going to ask you, how is it with your classmates being a big star like you are?
Well, luckily, you know, at the school I go to, everybody is, you know, they're really, I guess, accepting of everything that goes on around that, and they just see me as a normal kid, which is what I like. And so I'm glad that, you know, I can come home from working in a movie and just be a normal kid in a regular school.
Here I am backstage with Ivan, and we're this is, I guess, what, the prop room of the Tournament of Kings?
Yes, this is the other side where the horses are located.
I'm looking forward to the show. I haven't seen the show. I've heard some great things. I hear we got a great seat that you're going to get us, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I got a great seat. Actually, tonight I got a little problem. One of the guys couldn't make it, so I took the liberty to, you know, arrange something. But I mean, you're gonna be just fine, really. I mean, we got a great insurance, and the horse is not really it's not that bad. I mean, you heard a couple of guys before, but.
Oh, you want me to be in the show?
That I really appreciate it.
Nice knowing you.
Just come back anytime, really. I mean, if you can help us like that.
I hope so. Do you want me to go ahead and
Okay, you can hear me all right, okay? All right. Okay. Well, I don't know really what's going to happen now, but it's okay, Brian. It's the horse knows where he's going, really.
We could do this. In 1 month, we could be on our way to glory and riches none of us ever dreamed of.
You can't even joust. I think he's getting worse. He is getting worse.
William Thatcher didn't make the rules. He was born.
I've waited my whole life for this moment.
To break them.
Yes! Thank you. I'll be here all week. Well, that was different.
For Ulrich von Liechtenstein, I would have him win my heart.
You're my favorite knight.
You're just a silly boy with a horse and a stick.
It's called a lance. Hello?
My name is Brian Helgeland. I'm the director of A Knight's Tale.
Now you're you won an Oscar for something, did you not?
Yeah, I won an Oscar for the adaptation of LA Confidential.
And is this your first directing job on A Knight's Tale?
No, this is my second. My first film was Payback with Mel Gibson, and now Knight's Tale is my second film.
And how was it? What was your experience on A Knight's Tale?
The worst thing that happened to me was in post-production when we were recording ADR dialogue, and Keith came in to record ADR dialogue, and the editor was asking us about jousting, so we were demonstrating for him how jousting worked, because the movie's got a lot of jousting in it. And by accident, with a broom handle, he knocked my tooth out. Yeah, he fractured it above the gum line, and I had to have it taken out about a month later.
So this isn't a new style that you were...
No. It's a recent style. Yeah.
I know the director's always got the most dangerous job, doesn't he?
Wars developed a new code based on the Navajo language that could very well win this war. Your mission is to protect the code at all costs. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. I do.
Nicholas, what would you say is your most challenging role?
My most challenging role would probably be Corelli's mandolin, because I was trying to do 3 or 4 things at once. I was trying to learn how to speak like an Italian soldier in 1940s, and also learn how to play the mandolin, and learn how to conduct opera and sing and march like a soldier. So it was a lot going on, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a good film.
At 2 o'clock.
The other night when you were dancing, I thought I could watch you forever.
Well, this award means that, to me, that the theater owners seem to be very confident in me that I'll open a picture, and that's a nice thing. I mean, this is definitely one aspect of what I do, and it is called show business. But I also feel that they've recognized that I've tried to do it in my own way, that I've taken some chances and have tried not to conform necessarily to whatever the style of the moment was. So that feels good.
We are now standing here in the medieval village, which houses many of our exclusive shops and unique boutiques, as well as our village food court. Right beside us is a very unique thing indeed. This is a model of the Excalibur Hotel, built entirely out of chocolate and built to scale.
Yeah, so if you step on it, it'll tell you how much you weigh.
No, it won't, Quip. That's a different kind of scale. Just ignore him. Anyway, this particular unique artifact was handcrafted by our executive chef and was constructed over a period of 1,000 volunteer hours.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. Certainly, it is a unique construction and quite a lovely work of art. And being made entirely of white chocolate, dark chocolate, cornstarch, and other confections, it probably tastes as good as it looks. The Excalibur Hotel boasts exactly 4,008 rooms. Make that 4,007 rooms.
Well, here we are backstage on the red carpet for ShoWest, and we're hoping that Sandra Bullock is going to come out because we've been waiting 9 years for this. So hopefully she'll be here, because if not, we'll be very disappointed. Come on, Sandra.
The dream is always the same. I'm standing, waiting for something. If they knew about these dreams, they'd shut me down. The question is, will I be in time to save the Earth?
This is it. Dr. Ross has opened the door for us.
There's a life form in here.
You've got a talent for understatement.
Over here, you son of a...
This shouldn't be happening!
What is that?
The dream is coming faster now.
How about a Coke?
You want Pepsi?
Oh, Pepsi. Yeah, I'll have a Pepsi, okay. We may have found a co-host. We're not sure yet. So she's bringing us candy, so that's a really good start. So what is your name?
Divinity Colici.
I'm Lynette Fugit.
Lynette Fugit?
Yes.
Hello, Lynette Fugit.
Hi.
She could co-host. So if you're giving out the schedule books, then you would know the schedule, then, right? What's going on today? Tell us what's going on today.
Yeah, I just know the trade show's 2 to 6.
We're looking for a co-host. What are you doing tomorrow?
Oh, I'd be perfect.
She's not shy.
I'll call you guys.
Spy Kids is being premiered. So, and that's at 6 o'clock.
Let me ask you about Spy Kids, your new movie. Where did that inspiration come from? How did you come up with this?
Even before Mariachi, in fact, on the Mariachi videotape, I had Columbia put a short film I did called Bedhead that was very similar to this in as far as comedy with children. Sort of, I wanted to do that for a while, and when I was doing 4 Rooms is actually when I came up with the idea of with Antonio Banderas in the segment that I directed. The 2 little kids were dressed in suits because it's New Year's Eve in the movie, but I thought, hey, they look kind of like little James Bonds. That might be the angle I'm looking for, to do a family adventure, a family comedy, is by having the parents be spies who get captured and the kids have to go save them.
Now, would you call this a family picture then?
Yeah, it's like a family action movie. There's no guns or blood or anything. It's PG, and not one that barely got its PG rating. It's pretty wholesome and clean. It's got a really strong family message, but a lot of great gadgets and effects and a lot of whimsical fantasy stuff from my childhood even getting to put in there. So it's been the most fun I've had making a movie, and the most work by far.
Between driving the kids to school
Mommy's mimicking me! Mommy's mimicking me!
and putting them to bed, no one would ever guess that Mom and Dad are the world's top secret agents.
We've got to follow her.
No for long.
What'd you do?
Your parents are international spies, but something's gone wrong.
My parents can't be spies. They're not cool enough. That's cool.
Now, the only two people who can save them are their kids.
I think it's up to us. You with me. Okay.
Now, they're on a mission
I knew this was gonna happen!
to stop an evil genius.
You promised us an army, Mr. Fluke. They're very capable robots, and I can make them look like anyone. President's daughter?
Rescue their parents and save the world.
Gotcha!
Never send a grown-up to do a kid's job. Spy Kids. Real spies. Only smaller.
Okay, it's about two spies. Their mission is to kill each other, but they end up falling in love. 10 years later, they're retired spies. They have two kids, and for their anniversary, they decide to go on one last mission. Well, when they go, they end up getting captured, and the only two people who can save them are their kids. But the kids have no idea that their parents are spies.
So you play brother and sister, obviously. Now, did you guys act like brother and sister? Were you like...
Always hitting, don't you dare hit me. He always he does it. See, like, we every time we see each other, we have this game, and actually it was like, it's the circle game. And if you go like that, I get to punch him. So, but it was also a Malcolm in the Middle, so we're like, man, that just told everybody that our secret. So we're like, man, now everybody knows it, so it's not as special as it used to be.
So you guys get along pretty good then?
Yeah. No.
What is this place?
Some humans have escaped. They travel with apes.
Jeez, who the hell are they?
The story is spreading through the villages. They all want to see this human who defies the apes.
I will hunt down the troublemaker. For the divisions.
For division!
Kill them all.
It's a completely original screenplay that I did that's not at all from the original series. It's a brand new movie. And Tim Burton has just finished filming it. I'm looking forward to seeing how he finally made it, and I think it's going to be terrific.
You took a little bit of a break between Apollo 13 and Entrapment. Tell us a little bit about that time in between.
Well, most of the time between Apollo 13 and Entrapment, I was working on Castaway. I've been working on this movie for over 6 years. So I was actually working on this movie longer than Tom Hanks is marooned on his island. And believe me, I'm as glad to be rescued as he is.
Hi, what are you currently working on?
A thing called A Beautiful Mind, directed by Ron Howard. Jennifer Connelly, Ed Harris, Jason Gray Stanford, a lot of great people in the cast.
And what are you playing in that?
I'm playing a schizophrenic mathematician. It should be on your notes, mate. Show everybody your notes. Cheers.
Welcome to ShoWest.
The third big purpose is a trade convention, if you will, a trade show where everyone from the most highly sophisticated projector manufacturer to the candy people and the popcorn people and the hot dog makers and the seat manufacturers all come and show their wares to theater owners.
This is Burger Pipe. It's a brand new product.
Now, so you're saying that's not a hot dog?
It is not a hot dog. It looks like a hot dog, but don't be fooled because it's made with 100% fresh ground beef. just like a hamburger. We just cook it in this shape for convenience. It's easier to hold in one hand, and it's easier to cook because it comes pre-cooked.
Are you guys going to start making hot dogs that look like hamburgers?
Well, we could just for the fun of it, but I don't think there's much point for it.
It's the PK60E, which means electronic projector. We like to call it e-cinema. In this day and age when everybody's nice on coining phrases such as D-cinema and whatnot, we like to call it e-cinema. It takes the standard horse and buggy and takes it the next step forward, and it's simply, I wouldn't say Ferrari, so to speak, but and certainly nothing of a space shuttle, but you take the old-fashioned technology of a cam and star with the oil bath, you replace it with electronic, with a computer system that maintains and monitors every system on board.
We have Crispy Critter chocolate chip cookies from Miami, Florida. They are bite-sized and crispy cookies, and they're delicious. Nobody can eat just one.
Can't eat just one.
I can.
And this is what we wear when we clean our theaters. Is that what you wear too? Oh, wow.
Just like that.
That's great, yeah.
We're featuring a couple of new products for movie theater concessions. And we have a brand new world's fastest microwavable pizza for movie theater concessions. No pre-cooked dough product.
We're trying to find out exactly what your company does.
We build equipment that goes in movie theater projection booths, such as this platter system here. The film from the top platter is being fed to the projector, and when it comes back from the projector, it winds up on a separate platter on a different level.
We are an Italian company and work in cinema field since 50 years. And we produce seating for cinema and especially for cinema. So we have a wide range of seating for everybody.
I'm Vicki Anderson with Odell's, and I'm serving real butter on popcorn. Doesn't need to be refrigerated. No, all natural.
Hola, me llamo Sergio Arechiga, vengo de La Paz, Baja California, distribuyo maíz palomero, estoy haciendo negocio aquí con Ventar Food. Gracias.
Pepsi, number one. You guys tell me, I don't know, I'm the actress.
We're manufacturers of popcorn machines and many other different types of concession equipment that we sell to the theater trade. And, our technology, we feel, produces a better popcorn, more popcorn from what you put in, and the product is better. So that's what we do.
Here to find out, like, what do we actually do?
We have this French fries making machine. This machine is a fast production commercial machine, which provides you with in 30 seconds with French fries made out of a granulate, which is manufactured by Nestle. And this machine is a commercial kitchen use or fast food restaurant or theater use machine.
Hi, what are you guys doing here at ShoWest?
We're getting into the theater market. It's Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future.
What's it doing now?
The vacuum, sucking up the pack.
Now, that works by a vacuum?
Uh-huh. The vacuum sucks up the pack. It's held at minus 40 degrees.
So if I got one of those, I could not only get chocolate, banana split, vanilla strawberry, but I could also vacuum my rug.
Exactly.
We're Madison Contract is a commercial carpet manufacturer, obviously you can see here, and we're here providing, or hopefully meeting more people to sell more theater carpet. We already do a couple of chains, Regal, Movie Co, Signature, and just looking for more customers.
I have theories about luck. You know, my feeling about luck is
it's a real thing. It exists, and you shouldn't waste it on a craps table or on a blackjack table. You should save your luck for something more important like family or work.
ShoWest is great. It's a great opportunity to talk to the exhibitors and talk to the reporters. You got a lot of actors and directors here at the same time, and maybe you can talk to also your colleagues and exchange ideas. So it's a lot of fun.
Sylvester?
Hollywood is very skeptical about car racing because it hasn't been so successful in the past. But we felt that with the technology that we have now, we can sort of do the matrix of car racing and put the perspective of the audience in a place that it's never been in before.
Good luck today.
I got a rookie driver. His name is Jimmy Bly. He's won 5 races. All you gotta do is help this kid.
I can't do this. I thought I could handle it. You can, and you will.
Don't overdrive the car. There's maybe 20 guys in the world that can drive these machines right. I think when he can get it together off the track, he'll come together on it.
Bad season and you're throwing me out of your life?
Don't blow this. Not over her.
What are you doing back here, Joe? The race. Part of the job requirement, remember? If he doesn't deliver next time out, he goes. What do you do a call? Whatever it takes to win. You don't know who you are anymore.
James Lipton, and he talks to the actor. You never.
No.
You have to do that.
I got the basic cable.
You and your brother have to do Inside the Actors Studio.
Really?
You have to.
All right, I'll do it. But we're not actors.
I know, but they have directors too, and because it's so pretentious. I mean, it's good, but just you guys in that setting, be great.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
do it.
selling it.
So tell us about the film you just did.
You sell
Osmosis Jones it's an animated movie, but it's very kind of risky, It takes place inside the body of Bill Murray, and it's very funny and inventive. And we didn't write the script, but we came across it, and it's really a project that I think we're all a little bit proud of.
Chris, did you have to interact with characters that were not on the set, and if so, how was that?
It was all right. I'm used to people not listening to me anyway, so I talk. No one,
What was that?
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about the movie Spy Kids.
Well, it's sort of, I'm really excited about it because it's like a James Bond, but for the family. It's a family adventure movie that doesn't talk down to kids, that is shot in a really cinematic way, shot much more like your traditional, like Mission Impossible or James Bond, those kind of, that fare. And so to me, I have a lot of kids in my life, and you always end up going to kids' movies, and sort of the adult, you're looking at your watch, and you're tapping your fingers. And with this one, I think it's actually is something that can appeal to everyone. And Robert is, he has an amazing vision, and he has a real passion and love for kids. So it's an exciting thing to be a part of.
EMS. He's the brains of the show here. Bryan Michael Stoller is the name, and Super 8 home movies are his game.
I recently did a family movie. Didn't spend that much money on the picture as Robert Rodriguez did, but the movie does star Yasmin Bleeth, James Earl Jones, Dean Winters, Emily May Young, Casey Kasem, and it's called Undercover Angel, and it's at a video store near you.
Harrison Tyler was a struggling writer.
I haven't been published yet, but getting close.
Searching for a future.
Man, this is really bad.
Holly Anderson was a beautiful woman.
I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't plan on getting one anytime soon.
Hiding from her past.
I don't want to put my hand back in the fire. I can't.
But it took a 6-year-old.
Here's my card. We'll do lunch.
With a plan.
You didn't tell me you were trying to set us up.
You didn't ask.
and a spirit
Why don't you call her?
And what if she says she's busy?
Get over it!
to bring them together.
Oh, look, a coupon from Nature Golf. All systems go, dude. Do men really come from Mars? And do us women really come from Venus?
You are a cutie.
Thank you, my honor.
Sometimes it takes the heart of a child to know the magic of love.
You know her?
No, actually. Why?
You're drooling.
A tale of all the reasons why everybody needs an undercover angel.
What do you think about awards?
I really, understand and appreciate things like the Academy. That's the people that do my job, and that's a great compliment. This is sort of nice, I suppose, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean,
I believe we're taking this lift up to the 28th floor.
28th floor?
Is Fit by You Afraid of Heights?
No, it's just like 28 days. That was a Sandra Bullock movie. I like her. Me too, I like her.
Say congratulations. Producers of the year, I understand. It should be more producers of the century.
Be producer of the 19th, 20th, and 21st century.
Would you like to tell our audience some of the movies that the two of you have produced?
We've made Jaws, The Sting, The Verdict, Cocoon, Driving Miss Daisy, and many more. I can't remember them.
We won't mention. We remember them.
So a few movies that some of us may have seen then, in other words. What do you like most about producing?
Very little, actually, today. It's a tough job. It's a tough job to get everybody together and to get the money and get the distribution. All of the work prior to filming. The filming is the easy part. It's what goes on beforehand that's grueling and backbreaking. And there's not that much fun in it anymore.
It's very stressful.
I think it's important. The theater owners now, they trust you. They've seen a lot of films you have done. They made a lot of money. That's for them important. I mean, they have that business of selling tickets. And I think it's important to come here to get an award. And I think for the next films I do, they will be even more, getting me good theaters and for my films. And that's also very, very important, to open up the right theaters at the right amount and to be in a good business relationship with the exhibitors for us filmmakers is, I think, an important thing. So I appreciate this award very much.
What we only fantasize, he does. He lives a life where nothing is beyond him. He takes what he wants, when he wants.
So how do I find him?
You don't find him. He finds you.
Good job. Senator, we have a problem.
Did you know that I can buy nuclear warheads for $40 million each? Hell, I buy half a dozen and even get a discount. This is a sweet deal, $9.5 billion. Do you have any idea of how much money that is? We're going over the phone lines, pop the firewall, sit back, wait for the money. So what we need from you, Stanley, is a worm. Marco, let's give him some incentive.
Hey, what are you doing?
I have been told that the best crackers in the world can do this in 60 minutes. Unfortunately, I need someone who can do it in 60 seconds.
You're kidding.
Go! 45 seconds.
Who are you?
I'm not what you think I am.
Come on, Stan. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Too bad. You gotta die.
No, wait. Tell us a little bit about the film.
It's an action thriller. I play a spy who uses Halle Berry to seduce Hugh Jackman, who's a computer hacker, into getting $9 billion from the government's illegal funds to handle terrorism in his own way.
John Travolta, Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, and Don Cheadle. Swordfish.
What we only fantasize, he does.
How does it feel to be, actress of tomorrow?
Female Star of Tomorrow. It's really exciting, and when you see the list of people that have gotten it in the past, it's such an honor to be thought of among that list of women, and it's amazing to have people acknowledge what you've done. especially when you just kind of feel like you're doing your job and you're just having fun, and you get honored for having fun. I mean, it's amazing.
Tell us a little bit about your new movie, Tomcats.
Tomcats, I play a vice cop. I get to go undercover. I get to work with a gun. I get to make arrests. But it's still a comedy, and they've got a lot of really big comedic elements in it. But my character is more the straight person, and I got to keep her on an even keel. And I went on ride-alongs with cops, and I practiced self-defense, Krav Maga technique, and went to the shooting range. And I got to do a lot to work on this character.
Well, here I am with Donald Petrie. His recent film is Miss Congeniality. And actually, Don and I go way, way back, don't we, Don?
We go back to film school. You were 12 and I was 40.
No, I was short and you were tall.
That's it.
One of my very, very favorites, Sandra Bullock, who you just worked with on Miss Congeniality. Tell us a little bit about the film and how it was to work with Sandra.
Oh, well, Sandy's a great actress, but she is also like your best friend. I mean, what comes across the screen is her in real life. I mean, she is that. What was great about Miss Congeniality was that so much of that came from her. We were at dinner one night, and she laughed at something, and during the laugh she went, you know, that snort laugh, and I said, ooh, can you do that consistently? Can you make that part of the character? She really is truly self-effacing, just a real wonderful, down-to-earth person.
You just did a great pitch on Osmosis Jones. Could you do that again for us?
No, I have no more energy.
Didn't you catch that
filmmakers are very programmed to make movies that reach the public, and movies that like Traffic. Those movies are people are going out in droves to see. So movies that would be perceived to be art films have become very, very popular. I've produced The Grinch, The Nutty Professor, Liar Liar, Apollo 13, The Parenthood, My Girl, Backdraft, Ransom. Those are just it's the most I could do right now.
What should I do if I want to impress Sandra Bullock? I know she's still single.
To impress Sandy, I bring her a tiara.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Actually, bring her chocolate. Bring her anything. She's bad. She's bad. She's, you know, that big jar of peanut M&Ms that sat on top of the monitor. I had to slap her wrist a lot of times as she reached to that jar.
Replica of the original Eiffel Tower, and we were built from the exact same plans and design. But the original Eiffel Tower is 7,000 tons of cast iron metal, and it is riveted. We share the exact same color of paint as the original Eiffel Tower, which requires 17 tons of paint every 7 years to repaint it. It takes 4 years to complete the repainting, and that's done by single men only. I guess they don't want any widows in Paris.
Here we are on the top of the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas, and apparently it's half the size of the real Eiffel Tower, but this is pretty darn high. And I thought the stratosphere was pretty bad, but vertigo has really kicked in, so excuse me while I make my way to the elevator. Oh, you too?
Yes.
All right, let's go together. Come on. We'll make it. We'll be okay.
You think?
I hope so. Sandra. Bryan Michael Stoller. How are you?
Good.
Nice to see you. I went to school with someone you know very well, with Donald Petrie at the American Film Institute, and I asked Don the other day, how do I ensure I get a good interview with you?
Did he say give her food?
Yes, he did. He said bring you peanut butter M&Ms.
It's so sad. I'm so translucent. I'm so easy to read. He's absolutely right. That poor man, his entire job through the film was to keep food away from me. He wasn't that successful because I did push the envelope on some outfits, but he did a good job. He's such a freak.
Let me ask you, how did the concept of the Blue Man Group evolve?
Yeah, they were really fed up with the art that they'd been seeing around that time, around the late '80s. So they wanted to do something different, something that no one else was doing. And it started in Central Park with this funeral for the '80s, where they burned icons of the '80s, TVs and things like that were really just, I guess, pretty much annoying them at the time. And so this just came out of all that, and they just kept doing it, and it grew and grew and grew until this.
All the performance, I mean, it's all, nobody wears colored contacts. A lot of times that's what people think, is that that's part of the costume, is that we have to make our eyes a certain color, and that's not true. It's really, that would really defeat the purpose of it being real.
Well, it is a real experience. We saw the show the other night, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. These guys are just phenomenal. And, last question I did want to ask you. Are you guys related to the Blues Brothers? I didn't think so. Okay. Sandra, what are your feelings about theater owners and ShoWest?
You know what? Now that I understand that there are theater owners, because they don't make it known. They work behind the scenes so much that you're not aware that there are people making it happen so your film can come into a theater. It's magical. I met a couple theater owners that are actually keeping the drive-in theaters alive, and I love drive-in theaters. And it just reminds me of a kid how amazing the film was, and the popcorn and every element of movie going. So. I know it's a big business, but there's so much magic involved and I think we forget that in the business so often. You know, we make movies because it's magic, it's entertaining, and you want to dream, or if you're a little kid, you want to aspire to it. You know, it's a business, but if you can remove yourself from it and just enjoy what it brings to you or to people that you love or to kids or whatever later on, it leaves something behind that's really magical.
Thank you, Sandra. Hi, we're here backstage at the MGM Grand with George Carlin. How do you describe your style of humor?
It's kind of hard to give it a name from inside here. Better for someone else to do that. But it's sort of mixed. There's always been three areas I drew from for my comedy, at least in the last 25, 30 years. The English language, plays on words and phrases and stuff about how we speak to each other. The little world of, shoelaces and what's in the refrigerator and how you treat your dog. And then the larger world of I guess all the things that'll never change, life, death, sex, love, hate, race, nations, all that. So I've always drawn a little bit from each of them and kind of in some balance or other. And the style itself on stage has turned into a rather confrontational, sort of an aggressive style. It's kind of high energy. But even when it's high energy, sometimes the content is still sort of kind of childlike wondering. There's a lot of that in there, besides some of the strident anger or whatever. Some people call it anger. I don't feel it that way.
Sandra, a lot of men want to know, what do you look for in a man? What kind of qualities?
Large buttocks. As large as you can get. Nice, high water booty. You can set a beer on, some chips. Whoa!
Hello, Bullock.
Yeah, baby. Okay, yeah. If I did that to you, I'd get arrested, you know?
Now this is going to impress Sandra Bullock.
I'm told I'm the first recipient of the Distinguished Decade of Achievement in the Film Award, and that's nice. That's a nice surprise. It's been 20 years of hard work, and
All my heart, I want to thank ShoWest and all the theater owners and everyone responsible for this amazing honor.
Thank you, ShoWest and theater owners, for this wonderful honor and exciting event tonight.
Thank you very much, the theater owners, the ShoWest, for this award, because after this film, then it got all a little easier.
Thank you very much. I thank everybody who had anything to do with this. So, Pete, great, fairly.
We made greater by the fact that I'm getting it with my lifetime friend, my dearest friend and partner, David Brown.
Richard Zanuck and his father Darrell F. Zanuck are the reason I'm standing here. I'm part of the Zanuck family. I've been with Dick through thin and thin and thick and thick.
Still a job. I thank you very much for this award. All you people that are out there every day putting up the posters and running the movies.
One theme of Castaway is that we aren't meant to be alone. We certainly aren't meant to make movies alone.
So, as it was so beautifully written by a writer I adore, Mark Lawrence in Miss Congeniality, I am honored and I am moved and I'm deeply touched, and a little world peace would be nice. Thank you very much.
ShoWest was the best.
And so it is here that we must say goodbye. We certainly do hope that you've enjoyed your tour of Excalibur. So on behalf of Quip, the Jester, and I, King Arthur, we hope that you enjoy ShoWest. Fare thee well.
Bye.
I need your love and I need it every day. I want your love and I want it every way. If I don't have your love, I'll fade away. Love, love, love is the thing. Love, love, love makes you swing. If you don't have it, life don't mean a thing. I'm so glad that love has come to me. Without it, I'm a fish out of the sea. Yeah, love walked in the day you came to me. Love, love, love is the thing. Love, love, love makes you swing. And if you don't have it, life don't mean a thing. All day and you come home late at night. If someone's there to love you, it's alright. Yeah, you're a lucky man if your woman treats you right. Love, love, love is the thing. Love, love, love makes you swing. And if you don't have it, life don't mean a thing. Love, Love, love is the thing. Love, love, love makes you swing. If you don't have it, life don't mean a thing.